formal knowledge representation languages. It's more expressive than propositional logic, and it models concepts, roles and individuals, and builds relationships in between them. While it achieves this by representing objects in the form of classes. What are classes? How are they defined? To be in a class, an object needs to have some set of axioms or some restrictions. These axioms can be represented in formal language. Like example, food items. If you want to define this as a class, you have to set an axiom for this, like edible. All edible things are food items, and class can be denoted as primitive class and not be defined explicitly. Now for defining these food items, you define it as edible, and you need not to define what edible is. Relations in DL. You can define relations in between food items or any two classes for that case, where it is of the form A, B, where these A, B belong to some different classes. Here to use the axioms to build the relations in between them. Now subsumption. Subsumption is something a class A subsumes a class B when all the instances of B are in A. Like define a class A like same food substances. Let this be class A, and define a class B like vegetables. Now it has the axiom like edible, intersection, plant, product. All the instances of vegetables are also the instance of food items. Now we can say that food items subsumes the vegetable class. Similarly, relation A subsumes a relation B if every pair of A, B which is in B will also be in A. Now operations in DL. You can define basic operations like union, intersection, negation for classes, and there are two more concepts like universal and empty concept. Universal concept is something to represent a class which subsumes all the other classes. An empty concept is something which is used to represent an empty class. Like example, vegetables which can walk. And examples. Another example for this. Class cuisine is a class in which subsumes the following classes: Mediterranean, Indian, and continental. Further, this has some more axioms. Mediterranean has some more axioms regarding more instances than cuisines. And a relation can be defined like this: is in recipe potato and aloo jeera. Is that in the recipe or not? Planning. Planning refers to the generation of process to solve a problem. Formally, it involves a set of start states, set of end states, and a set of intermediate states, a set of actions to transition from one state to another. You can relate this to automation, which has states and some actions which transform from one state to another. Planning basically involves solving a search problem. Now you have some start states, some end states, and some intermediate states. You have to just transition from one state to another, which suits you better. It's basically a posset of actions like these are let's take an example. You have to buy some onions and potatoes and then cook. Now buying onions and potatoes, the order does not matter. This is like forming a hierarchy between the classes. stage of scaling planning. Now you define some classes and give some hierarchy to them. Knowledge bases developed with description logic are modular and maintainable. The reasoners can able to derive the taxonomy automatically. Taxonomy is something like it's building a hierarchy and classifying the classes based on your axioms. Now when you define a new class, it automatically searches the whole database for the axioms which are previously defined and create a hierarchy automatically. The axiomatic approach automatically detects the subsumption and taxonomy, as earlier said. Automated construction of taxonomy makes it scalable and error-free, no errors. DL is a family of languages. The more expressive power it has, the more computational overhead is required. Like if you want to expressively make it user-friendly, then you have to define more number of classes. Passing to Mani, he'll define more taxonomy.
So description logic